Namaste, friends. I'm sure you might have come across the conflicts in your life, and that is very natural, right? Wherever we have two or more people, conflict is part and parcel of life. Whether you are in family, or could be in corporate, or could be in society, conflict will definitely happen. Basically, conflict is not the enemy, but avoidance it is actually the enemy. How to handle the conflict? This has been clearly called out in this book called 8 Essential Steps to Handle This Conflict by Weekly Dude. Now, this gentleman, author, passed in 2022, 83 years old, but he has extensive experience in this particular field. He wrote almost 11 plus books, but this book is quite famous. He has an experience to handle such kind of conflict across 60 countries. He handled the family related challenges, business challenges, organizational related challenges, and he has captured this formula or steps very well in this particular book. Now, why conflict happens, right? So, whenever we have two different people, but why conflict happen? Because our opinions are different, our value systems are different, our expectations and needs are different. The real question is not whether the conflict will happen, but how we handle it. Now, the person with you are in conflict with is not your enemy but your partner. That's what which has been important point called out by the author. Now, that understanding, if we have it, then conflict resolution is quite simple. But if we consider the person is our enemy, then it is quite difficult to handle this conflict, right? So the first step is to create respectful atmosphere. Basically, what happens, conflict cannot be solved where the emotions are boiling, or could be the place or tone is different. When we have a very calm environment where door is open to understand, that place the conflict can be handled or could be can be resolved. Now the second point he has mentioned that clarify perceptions. Many conflicts does not exist, or they do not discuss even the fact because of the assumptions. We assume a lot of things, right? Our communication is a challenge there. So we don't need to reality. We don't need to react to the reality. We react our impression of that reality, and that's what the biggest challenge. So if we understand somebody's perception, then definitely our conflict can be resolved respectfully. Third is we just need to focus on the need, not a position. Now I'm X and Y and Z. Rather than that, focus on what is a need. The positions are demand. They demand the things, and wherever we have a demanding person, definitely conflict cannot be solved. So try to think about what is a need. Needs are the reason behind this particular demand, right? So when needs are understood, solution can be possible. Fourth step is share positive power. Now we always try to control each other, or we try to dominate the person, opposite person, showcasing your power. But that's not the way that we should work. If we need to think about a solution, we need to check how can we work together to solve the problem. Next is focus on future. We normally remain always in past, right? So that past will always create a painful events or could be painful thoughts, and that will not allow us to solve the problem. So if we learn from the past and if we think about future, then problem can be solved very easily. Next point, sixth step is to generate options together. Now it is not that you or me, right? So when creativity replaces a competition, conflict starts a turns the collaboration, right? So we need to join together to solve the problem. Next, seventh step is to create doable. Small actions always gives a result. We always think that some magic happens and then the problem can be solved, but that way the problem cannot be solved. We need to take an action, small action, which will build trust, and then the big promises or big solutions can happen. Now we need to also think about mutual agreement or mutual benefit agreement, win-win situation. It is not that I should win and you should lose. Now if we think about that, then only problem solutions will be effectively come out. When everyone's needs are respected, commitment naturally follow. So finally, conflict handled wisely doesn't breaks the relationship, it builds the stronger one. If you feel that your problem need to be solved, then we need to think about all these 8 steps. So conflict is not about defeating the people, it is about solving the problem. When conflict handled with empathy, clarity, cooperation, it becomes a powerful tool for the growth. Hope so you got some summary or could be simple points to take care of the conflicts in your life or could be within your family or within your organization. For further and more detail, please connect me on my WhatsApp and email which is given in this description. Let's connect tomorrow for new summary, new book or could be new sharing. Till that time, thanks and bye for now.